The other day I did a video about Tommy Doyle returning, but it was just a news video. Now I'm going to give my opinion on it. And my opinion is simple. I love Tommy Doyle. Everyone that has ever followed my channel, at least in its early days when I had my original channel, they know Tommy Doyle is my favorite Halloween character, other than Michael Myers. Tommy Doyle was and is my favorite. I even gave him a nickname. I call him T Dizzy. I've even gotten into arguments about Tommy Doyle. There was this one YouTuber that I was a very big fan of, and he was a huge Halloween fan. And we used to talk on Facebook all the time, but we would always argue about Tommy Doyle because he hated Halloween 6. Hated the movie. He owns 6 copies of it, but he hates it, which I still don't get. How a person can own 6 copies of something they hate. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Tommy Doyle is my favorite character. But as far as him coming back to the franchise, no. Because it's too late. And not only that, how is he relevant to the story? Think about this. Why would he be coming back now all of a sudden? What's so special about now? Do you realize he would be 50 years old? So why would he come back after all this time? If they were going to bring Tommy Doyle back, it should have been in 9. If they weren't going to put him in Resurrection, that's cool. They could have put him in 9. Because he was still young in 2004. He was young enough to come back. But it's been 15 years since 2004, obviously. And that's when they wanted to release Part 9. That's why I brought up that year. That's why I mentioned that year. Because that's when Part 9 was supposed to come out. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It ain't 2004 anymore. You know? It's a little late for that. He's 50 years old now. So, no. I don't know how old the actual actor is, Paul Rudd. I guess I can Google it real quick. Believe it or not, Paul Rudd is 50 years old, just like the character he plays. Tommy Doyle would be 50 years old today. That's just weird. I can't fathom a 50-year-old man chasing a 60-plus-year-old man. Like, why? What is it with this particular reboot and senior citizens? No, thank you. My opinion on Tommy Doyle coming back is thank you, but no thank you. Tommy Doyle coming back is like a WWE wrestling match. It's like Goldberg versus The Undertaker. It would have been good maybe 10 years ago. And even then, he's still too old to come back. So yeah, maybe if we're talking in Retribution, they could have brought him back. That would have been cool. But since they're not making Retribution, aka Halloween 9, or at least not right now, anyway, then no. Thanks, but no thanks. I just don't see how it would be relevant to the story. If you want to bring somebody back, put Danielle Harris in there. Create a part for her. Think about it like this. If you bring Paul Rudd into the situation as Tommy Doyle, which I doubt anyway, but let's say you do. Let's say you bring Paul Rudd into this situation. That would just confuse the audience because they would think about Halloween 6. So, no. I'd just rather you didn't do that. Look at all the times you had to bring them back. You could have put them in 7, which is H2O. You could have put them in Resurrection. You could have made Retribution, which is 9 or would have been 9. But you chose not to do any of those things. And suddenly, out of nowhere, out of the clear blue sky, for no good reason whatsoever, Tommy Doyle is rumored to come back. Let me put it to you like this. You're ignoring 6 anyway. And so that means Tommy Doyle has been missing since Halloween 2. You're ignoring 2 also. He's been missing since the first one. Why would he be back now? After all this time? It just doesn't make any sense to me. My answer is no. Sorry. I love Tommy Doyle. I love me some T Dizzy. Everybody knows that my boy is Tommy Doyle. I call him T Dizzy. I hope to have everybody in my circle calling him T Dizzy by the time this video has been up for at least a week. But as much as I love T Dizzy, no. I'd rather they didn't. Put Danielle Harris in there. I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I approve this message. I love Tommy Doyle. Thanks, but no thanks.